I do play some other sports, yes. But football was my first love. In those days, this is going back a long time, and there wasn't as much money as there is in today's football. So I decided to go the academic route. But I continued to play while I was an academic and continued to coach. So I've always merged sport and academia all of my career, really. I'm doing a lot of work, some work in sport, some work with the military, but typically my interest is in expertise. You know, what's the difference between people who are expert and less expert in a particular domain? And of course, how do we develop training programs that facilitate the acquisition of that expertise more quickly? I mean, we're essentially interested in sports performance and in health, physical activity and health. So we try and use science to try and enhance both the training and development of elite athletes across a wide variety of sports. And of course, with increasing levels of obesity in the world, we also make a significant effort around physical activity and health and trying to keep people healthy for longer. So it's a kind of a dual focus on sports performance and how do we develop it, and on health and fitness. A lot of our research just focuses on how do we optimize the development of skill and how do we make better use of every hour of practice, for instance. So whilst perhaps the main focus of the work is at the elite level, I think there are definitely generalizations that apply to learning skills at any age or any stage of skill development. One of the differences actually between experts and less expert performers is that experts tend to spend longer periods of time practicing the things that they're less good at. It's what we call deliberate practice. So they do deliberate practice in order to improve a weakness or an area of performance. Whereas what you get often with less expert players is they spend a lot of time practicing the things they're already good at. So it's important to try and identify what your strengths and what your weaknesses are, and then to develop appropriate practice sessions that work specifically on your weaknesses. So I've been coming to Porto for a long period of time, love the city, and I think it's a great opportunity to come and speak to the students at the university. My talk is going to focus on how do we optimize every hour of practice so that we can learn skills more quickly and more efficiently, and therefore we can become experts quicker. So it's mostly looking at things from a coaching and instructional perspective, and how do we design and deliver practice sessions that help facilitate skill learning and development. I think everyone can take something away from the talk in terms of increasing their knowledge of how people learn, and what our role as a coach or an instructor would be in terms of trying to facilitate that process of skill learning. Then yes, there's something in it for everybody, even though, as I said, most of the focus is on elite athletes, but I think the concepts, the principles apply equally at all skill levels. My pleasure. Thank you.